The highest-rated episodes of The Sopranos, having endured in popularity over the years, demonstrated the show's most compelling character. The Sopranos ushered in a period of prestige TV, an era of television shows that told shocking, authentic narratives of characters that took on complicated, moral dilemmas. Shows like Mad Men and Breaking Bad would follow in The Sopranos' footsteps, luring in audiences with their blend of villainy and fragility. Much of the show's involvement with Tony Soprano's therapy set a new standard for mental health conversations in the media. Tony and his therapist, Dr. Jennifer Melfi, often took uncomfortable dives into his early childhood memories and the ongoing struggle with his unstable mother. The therapy sessions examined how family origins and expectations influence who people become, even when they attempt to break free from those legacies. From his own experiences, Tony also faced obstacles with parenting his two kids, Meadow Soprano and A.J. Soprano, often failing to connect with them emotionally. Despite some family difficulties, one character shone above the rest in the show's two highest-rated episodes. Christopher is the show's best character. And The Sopranos' two highest-rated episodes proves it. Episodes Pine Barrens and Long-Term Parking encompassed Christopher Moltisanti's importance to the show. In Pine Barrens, despite the absurdity of Christopher and Polly Galtieri attempting to dump a dead body, the episode had elements of hilarity that make it unique in the series. Long-term parking illustrated the morbidity of Christopher and Tony's relationship. Although they are considered relatives, their familial ties couldn't override the grim politics of mob life. As Tony's protege, Christopher dealt with his daunting circumstances, which included his tumultuous relationship with his girlfriend, Adriana La Cerva, and his battle with substance abuse. Christopher's character hungered for ambition and status, much loftier goals than he was able to realistically achieve with his addiction to drugs like heroin and cocaine. Unfortunately, he was prone to lapses in judgment as a result, impacting his role as more of a liability than a leading mobster within their circles. He routinely made attempts to break his dependence on substances, but Christopher was a victim of his vices. He was notorious for his erratic behavior, but The Sopranos' two highest-rated episodes emphasized pivotal aspects of Christopher's development, peeking into other less perilous facets of his personality. We can see very different sides of Christopher in Pine Barrens and Long-Term Parking episodes. In Pine Barrens, the tough-minded Christopher slowly released his hardened exterior in the snow-covered wilderness. Although Christopher and Polly Galtieri wield a certain amount of power and influence within their urban environment, the wilderness hashed out some of their deepest insecurities. Ironically, it was the mobsters who found themselves in danger, and the episode humorously showcased Christopher's ineptitude as he scrambled to find solutions for dealing with the man they were supposed to kill. Christopher tended to give the show some of its most unforgettable moments, including the chain of events in Long-Term Parking. Christopher's hardships culminated in Long-Term Parking, honing in on his internal conflict as a mobster and the life he chose for himself. In this episode, it's almost as if Christopher wished he could have been a different person, weighed down by the complications of relentless violence and pursuit of the American dream. He admitted he loved Adriana after her death, and couldn't tolerate the pain of her loss. Amid the callous nature of the show's characters, Christopher was afflicted by a desire to love and be loved in return, without stipulations and consequences. It's no surprise Christopher's death had such a huge impact on The Sopranos. As Tony loses his right-hand man. Unlike some of the other characters, there was hope for Christopher's redemption. Even though he had blood on his hands from past actions and the lives he had taken, his absence was viscerally felt. He left a significant power imbalance in the mobster hierarchy, heightening the tension between Tony, Polly, and Silvio Dante. Tony Soprano experienced brief spurts of guilt and acknowledged that he never should have placed Christopher in a leadership position. Nonetheless, Tony's relief from his death insinuated that his sociopathic tendencies had completely taken over, and Christopher was a pawn in his game the entire time.